Good morning, afternoon or evening, depending on what time of day you're watching this, or indeed whereabouts in the world you are. I'm MoD, this is episode 178, I think, of Euro Truck Simulator. Why do I always say that at the beginning of each episode? I do, this is episode number, I think. Well, why don't I just write it down properly and just put it in front of me and just go... Anyway, Euro Truck Simulator 2, I've got a... I may have mentioned it in the last episode, I've got a guest sitting shotgun today with me is Beelzebub himself, the Pope.
Welcome to the chat. Hello. We reviewed your soul, and quite frankly, we don't want it.
I can live with this, my friend. I can live with this. Ooh, let's go to Oslo today. So yes, everybody. Simon's in the studio. Simon, everybody.
Hello. Hello. You know, there's a thing about numbers, about episode numbers. It's a dangerous thing. The one time I ever tried saying hello and welcome to episode so-and-so, I did it so badly, I got it so wrong, I just haven't bothered since. Basically, the entire comments were just people with pitchforks saying, "You've done it wrong!" Okay. So, I just back away from this one now. Hello, this is an episode, enjoy it or don't, I don't care. Leave a comment, that's nice, thank you very much.
So much anger. Many hate. Why is this? Why? I don't get this.
No, it says there's no hate. I just seem to have a wonderful chat that really nice people, but love telling me exactly what I'm doing wrong and sometimes making it up.
Just tell them you don't care. They soon stop.
So, where are we going today?
I think we're going to be leaving Grimsby with a load of boxes, and we're going to be going to Oslo, back into the Scandinavia part of the game, because we haven't been there for a while. Yes,
and it's a shame, really. You went up there, had a quick look, and thought, oh, this is nice. Now I'll go to Africa.
To be fair, though, the African mod is sweet.
Oh, it is very much so.
And honestly, I was impressed by the Scandinavia expansion, but the TSM map mod was fantastic.
Perhaps not as graphically impressive as the Scandinavia mod, but it contains at least one more UFO, which is, let's face it, a wonderful thing.
Can't remember who it was. I think it was you, Pastor, maybe even DF. Somebody said it was basically how they could get speed cameras into the expansion in the middle of Africa.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
I dislike this idea. It was very unusual, and I'm glad I had the webcam on at the time to capture my reaction, because I think that was quite an epic reaction, as it were.
Well, it could just be sort of the Galactic Police. You were just about to get pulled over by the Green Lantern for speeding.
Oh dear. The Green Lantern. What's he ever done for humanity, eh?
Not appear in too many comics.
That's probably a good thing.
Yes.
You don't want to dilute the brand now, like we say, no. I don't know, Spider-Man.
Well, Spider-Man dilutes it all by himself. Let's be honest here.
Spider-Man's slowly going down in my estimation. In my opinion.
I totally agree.
That one. I'm trying to think of the right bloody word there. But he's had 2 reboots in the last 10 years, and then he's going to be in the Avengers, which is probably another reboot. No need for it.
Yeah. Well, the time when I realised it, I had to give up all hope of Spider-Man ever being a good film or TV series or whatever, was the time when they announced in the same press conference they were scrapping one Spider-Man franchise and rebooting it at exactly the same time, in exactly the same press conference.
Really?
Yeah.
Bloody Nora.
It just says, you know, we don't really care about this brand. We don't really care about the storyline. We don't really care about the fans. Basically, all we really want you to do is go to the cinema with money in your hands.
Yep, sounds about right, sadly.
Yes. But I don't think any of the films I've seen have actually been worth watching as well. So I'm rather jaded about that one.
Actually, I quite like Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock in it.
Yeah.
I still maintain he's one of the best bad guys ever because of his motives as opposed to his powers. I'm a weird person like that.
For the record, that's one of the ones I haven't seen.
Ooh, worth watching.
It's a bit like I'm a massive Star Wars fan, but never seen episodes 2 and 3.
Why not?
Because I saw episode 1.
Episode 1 was okay. You had to start the saga somewhere. It was lame, it was crappy, and it had Jar Jar Binks!
Yeah, it had Jar Jar Binks. Now that's one big reason not to watch it, especially with 5-year-old who does that for the rest of the month.
However, miss, I think you're doing right. Yeah.
That and it seemed about 2/3 of the film were just that race. I mean, I do know that I managed to fall asleep in the cinema when about the time it started, and when I woke up, feeling quite refreshed, it was still carrying on. So, yeah, I was not impressed.
Episode 2 was good in terms of political intrigue and watching where Palpatine's going, and then Episode 3 is just like the first proper action film in the entire Star Wars series, I suppose.
No, I don't think it's just totally lost interest, to be totally honest with you. It's it shocked me that, you know, what was such a simple and honest fairy tale, which it was for the first 3 films, just got so mixed up and so messed up and so lost up its own storyline that I just feel they'd lost the way. I mean, it's not that really that surprising. You think, there's 7 films now, there's God knows how many computer games, none of which I admit I've ever played. And it's just everything is built on it and built on it and built on it, and there's the novels and the comic books and the fan fiction, and it's all built on each other. And what was is not what is.
I think part of the problem is, I think first time around nobody expected Star Wars to be as big as it turned out to be. So they didn't really seize any of the marketing opportunities. Whereas this time, it's big money, it's basically printing money, so we'll just all the merchandise, all the everything.
Well, it's not entirely true. I mean, let's face it. I could have, as a 6-year-old, completely redecorated my bedroom in Star Wars, and basically gone to school in it. Clothes, school bag, lunchbox, everything. As you know, so my stepbrother was the, you know, sort of the toast of the town because he had the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, get out of town!
Yeah, he was the cool kid because of that. And I was actually, I think he had a bit of a crush on Princess Leia. Thinking about it, because as the films progressed, when we were playing with this, he would always insist to be Luke Skywalker during the first film.
Okay.
A New Hope, and then after the Empire Strikes Back, he kind of switched. He insisted that he had to be Han Solo then.
Yeah, I can see where you would come to that conclusion.
Oh dear. Actually, thinking of that, Princess Leia. I've forgotten the name of the actress who played her now.
In the originals, Carrie Ann.
Yes.
Carrie Ann Fisher.
Thank you, Carrie Fisher. She gave an interview recently with the new film, saying that this time round she's not going to do it with an English accent.
She did it with an English accent before?
Well, that's it. I went back and watched the films thinking, hold on, I'm fairly up with most English accents. That's actually, on a related note, Dick Van Dyke's voice coach will be getting out of prison soon.
That's a very random piece of trivia to know, Mr. Parsons. Even by your standards, that's particularly unusual.
Well, you mean you've never ever heard the worst Cockney accent in all time?
I may have watched Mary Poppins a couple of times. By the way, I just want to say Murtai loves Mary Poppins and she's a big fan of Dick Van Dyke. But his voice coach, you say?
Yes, absolutely. Anyone who said, hey, that's a good Cockney accent, God blimey, governor, deserves everything they got.
For crimes against the Queen and country. And bad Cockney accents.
Well, for crimes against the pearly kings and queens at least, yes. So, we need to talk about something, don't we? I'm not here just because of my good looks and charm.
No, this is true. Well, honestly, I'm trying to kill a bit of time because we're coming up to a major milestone for Matilda. we're going to hit 60,000 miles, and I'm thinking that might be the opportunity where you can steal the spotlight and tell everybody about why you're bloody here.
Okay, let's do that. How are we doing?
59915.
Very nice.
So another 85 mile?
Well, that's... what? Speed, power, fastness.
We've got a slightly weaker engine in today. It's only got 800 horsepower, this one. This is one of the ones added by Gaming Dude. Seems alright, but we've coupled it to the new gearbox, which for some reason has at least 18 gears that I've seen so far. I'm wondering how many this has got.
This is a Gaming Dude one, okay? It's going to have 18 at the very least in reverse, 57 going forwards.
He has actually told me that the thing will go 60 mile an hour in reverse. I actually find that quite scary, and I'm not going to put it to the test. And on that note, guys, next episode, Gaming Dude tells me that I've actually missed out a fair few things in my review of last episode. In my defense, he didn't tell me he did them, so I'm going to properly cover them in the next episode for everybody to see. And oh my god, this engine's just bogged down. Power, power. Even though I just got the crap of it.
Well, I mean, you hit on the important one, the fact that the fuel tank stores petrol in 27 different dimensions.
I think it's overpowered, I really do. It saves me a lot of time in terms of pulling over every couple of episodes to fill up.
Well, it's an impressive thing, okay? You know, so it's a fuel tank that actually stores fuel both tomorrow and in the Battle of Agincourt. It's great. Little wibbly wobbly timey wimey, and to be totally honest with you, I think there was one point where I saw the back of your truck and it was wearing a fez, but yeah.
Come on, Matilda. Come on. In we go.
This means that you're probably going to hit your target mid-sea, aren't you?
I don't think that sort of mileage counts. Otherwise, I'd just take ferries all day. Right, we're going to... I can't even pronounce that. Epieg?
Let's go with iceberg and entreaty Bob to give us the correct pronunciation.
No pink ship. Awesome.
Yes.
I forgot to check that out.
Yes, it was very kind of him, seeing as he probably put the pink ship in to start off with.
He assures me he didn't. And, you know, he's given me no reason to doubt him or call him a liar yet, so I believe him. Yeah. But it's nice to come off that ferry and it's not pink.
Well, I must admit it blinded me, and I'm not particularly averse to the colour pink, but that was painful.
Something tells me that's not the way out. We want to go that way. Also, my frame rate's just taken a massive hit. How's the quality for you, by the way? We're doing this on Skype screen share. And get the words out.
We share our screams. It's looking pretty good, to be totally honest with you.
For once, wow.
Yeah. Yes. The day if I start sounding like Siri, then it's probably safe to say that things are going bad. But at the moment, it's looking pretty good.
All of a sudden, I'm thinking of an episode of Big Bang Theory. Raj falls in love with Siri.
I'm fairly certain he's got his own fan club at this point.
Okay, from now on, I'll call you Sexy Big Man. Thank you, Siri. You're welcome, Sexy Big Man. What the fuck?
That's fairly impressive, seeing as that everybody else in the world seems to only be able to get "this is your reminder to call the vet" out of it.
That was supposed to be 2 hours ago!
Yep, sounds about right. Actually, you've reminded me of something. Brian Blessed, one of my favourite actors of all time.
He was amazing in Flash Gordon.
Absolutely. He did a voice pack for TomTom.
Oh God!
Which was absolutely brilliant.
Before you carry on, Simon, I just want to tell everybody at home that TomTom is a sat nav.
Oh, good point. Good point. Yeah, he did a voice pack for it, and I mean, if you just imagine driving on the road and peace and quiet, a little bit zen, falling asleep, and then all of a sudden, in 400 yards, turn left.
That would be amazing.
The absolute best bit part was when you actually reached your destination. presuming, sort of via hospital to have your heart treated or something like that because of the announcements. As you pulled up in front of your destination, TomTom went, "Gordon's arrived!"
Oh, really?
Yes.
Look
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. This is stopping at traffic lights.
Mod's actually behaving for once. He hasn't got a penalty yet this episode, he's just realised, so he's actually trying to keep this intact.
Oh, somebody's going for careerist.
Yes, at last.
Yeah.
I've been trying to go for it for about 50 episodes, mate. Then inexplicably Matilda will want to take a nap, or a pedestrian will appear out of nowhere and take a chunk out of the trailer, and oh great, here we go again.
Well, I'm fully expecting you. You're getting good at this. Now I want to see over the next few episodes Matilda do a barrel roll. I know you can do it.
I'm not that good.
No, I think we have faith in you. If anyone can do it, you can.
Matilda doing a full-on barrel roll.
Yes. Perhaps get careerist first, but yeah. We know you can do it. Oh, 59953. We are less than 50 miles to go.
You can see that quite clearly, eh? That's good.
I can see, yeah, it's that good. Frame rate's got a bit choppy when you got off the ferry, but apart from that, it's gone very well, I think.
It's recovered to about 30 now.
Which is good enough.
Yeah.
Yes.
30 is pretty much the minimum, I'd say.
Yes. Action did me rather badly this week after the update, which has annoyed me to no end. At one point, it was using about 60% of my resources, and Minecraft was playing at about 4 frames per second.
I haven't updated Action, so that's good to know. Thanks, Simon.
When you update to 0.25, it will insist on being installed in the program files directory if you haven't installed it there already. And be very careful around the MP4 encoding because it seemed to struggle on my computer.
So basically, moral of the story: don't update Action.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, yeah, basically.
You probably could get an older version of Action.
Yeah, I've got too many ribs. I've got too many ribs to sing share songs though.
Oh dear. 77.
77. Yes, I was just looking at that myself. We are getting there, which is possibly good because we're running out of rubbish to talk about.
I could talk about rubbish for days and days and days on end.
We know. That's one of the reasons why we love you so much, Mod.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, I could tell you about what we were doing last night. Last night, in case anybody's wondering, we're recording this at about 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday.
Yeah. Yes, you can probably tell by the fact that each one of us has probably fallen asleep about 3 times at this point.
Yeah. And look at the bags under my eyes, everybody. Bags, big bags.
Yeah, one of them's got shopping in.
Oh God, that is a big bag. You haven't seen Murtai go shopping. It's horrible. But last night we
Eating frenzy.
Yes, Pastor was in the UK, so we had a few guys around, and he introduced us to a board game called Sentinels of the Multiverse. It's actually a game on Steam as well. So I'm going to beg Murtai to let me have that. And
I'll have to look at that later on.
But we're in bed last night, cozying up, watching Avengers. And
hold on a second. You and Pastor?
No, me and Murtai. Sorry, me and Murtai were in bed. I just
okay.
put that into context. Me and Murtai were in bed, cozying up, and she says, "If you want that board game, if you want the actual physical game, you can have it. It seems like something you'd enjoy." Wasn't actually going to ask. I wanted the computer game first, but thank you. I'll take that. It's basically comic book style. You've got a villain, you've got heroes, and your environmental effects take place, and the big bad guy has lots of minions do his bidding, and you just have to destroy him.
96, 97, 98, 99. Bingo! 60,000 miles travelled.
That's quite scary, actually, isn't it?
And there, I think, is your screenshot for this one.
Yep, there it is. Where are we anyway? We're by a bridge. Is that a big long bridge? Looks like a big long Scandinavian bridge. There's a town over there,
doesn't it?
River.
I'm fairly impressed with the Scandinavian bridges. They seem to just want to nail the countries together, which is, pretty good.
Works for me. I wonder if we stay here long enough, will the train turn up?
Ooh, very nice idea. And you're nowhere near the tracks as well, so you're safe.
For once.
For once.
Okay.
Oh, would you guys please fix that bug? I get so annoyed playing this game and then finding that the roof lights have been turned off because the wind changed direction or something.
I think that happens because if you quit the game without a job in progress, then it thinks, oh, your truck's gone back to default settings. So then it forgets what position you had your dashboard in as well, for example.
Well, that's
and the roof lights you mentioned.
That's too much thinking, as far as I'm concerned.
But if you log off from the game and you have a job in progress, they don't disappear. I found.
It's interesting. Very, very annoying, but interesting.
Anyway, think of interesting and almost annoying. Why don't we tell the people why you're here? 60,000 miles. Whoop! Simon, take the spotlight.
Yeah, 60,000 miles. Okay, well, I mean, it's a bit of an anticlimax after that, really, isn't it? But no, seriously, 60,000, very, very impressive. I think you were about 25,000 when I first started watching you.
Back in the day when I knew how to
grass up. Back in the day, yeah. Well, I shouldn't really talk like this because I'm going to get arrested when next time I head up north.
But apple and pears.
Yeah, to me, north is anywhere where I can't see the English Channel. To be totally honest with you, but
bloody southerner.
Yeah.
Well. Anyway,
I'm the epitome of a southerner. Okay, if you can't travel anywhere south from where I live without getting your feet wet.
Sounds all right to me.
Sounds all right to me as well.
Anyway, yeah, everybody, let's cut to the chase. You're here for a big announcement. The big announcement. The big announcement.
Do you think we've actually kept them on tenterhooks for long enough? I mean, we can do some more if you like.
Ooh, what do you reckon? Do it next episode instead?
Let's do it next episode, right? Yeah, tune in on Thursday. We're just going to talk rubbish for the next 20 minutes. You can find out on Thursday rather. Okay, right.
At this point, everybody's turned off thinking, fuck.
And now you should never know. We, as YouTubers, talk a lot with the people who watch our videos, comment on our channels, come and watch our live streams, and we have all noticed, I think to be totally honest, we've all noticed that there are a lot of people who suffer from various ailments, various conditions, and one of the biggest ones, and one of the most understated ones, is depression. MoD has been doing sterling effort, and I really, really do applaud you, because you're one of the few people that's actually drawn attention to the fact. And you've done some fantastic work for depression-related charities.
I have?
You have.
Okay.
£1,000?
Blow my trumpet later. Do more announcement stuff.
No, not on webcam, because you'll get arrested.
This isn't about me, Simon. Come on.
No, it's not. But
it's just the point of doing this.
It is, okay? It's about you, it's about me, it's about the people who suffered, it's about the people who've lived with people who'd suffered, it's about people who know people who suffered, and it's about raising awareness of the fact there are lots and lots of people out there who have, from time to time, or indeed all the time, suffered from depression. And after a few comments with a few people, especially a bit late to the game, who I've got to congratulate for thinking of this idea to start off with, we've decided to do a charity live stream. And this live stream is going to be 12 hours long, and it's going to include a large number of your favourite YouTubers and me.
Oh, Simon.
We have 4 YouTubers on board already. We have 4 live streamers on already. There's going to be myself, MoD, and I'm sure some of you are going to know these people, Sims3 Symbiote and XSim Sugar, who are the other 2/3 of the Naughty Trio. We record together. We do some really, really fun stuff. But we're all gonna be on, and we're looking for another 4 YouTubers to complete the set.
Another 4?
And we're going to be another 4. We are going to be broadcasting for a whole 12 hours. We're going to cover a number of different games, and we're going to be really, really heavily looking at the charitable aspects. Now, there's going to be a way to contribute during the live stream, and you will be noted and thanked for doing so. There's going to be stuff that you can buy beforehand. We're working on some artwork, and that artwork's going to become posters and t-shirts if we can do it, and we're thinking about putting out together some games, some multiplayer games with some of your favourite people, the people from Team Tuxedo, a few other people as well, which you'll be able to buy into. Now, these games are going to be exclusively reserved for people who contribute. So you're going to have to pay $5 to get in, but you're going to get in on a community and you know you're going to be doing well. And we're also going to be doing... Wait for this, because you're going to hate this one.
Does it involve
We're
pink?
also... possibly.
Oh, fuck off.
It also is going to be doing the race across Europe. Finally.
Oh yeah, that one. That.
Yes.
Kind of forgot about that and all the excitement.
So we are actually, that's probably going to start us off. In fact, that's definitely going to start us off. We are going to start off with the race across Europe, and we're working on a way of being able to show you guys all three drivers and their positions and commentary and hopefully a chance to talk to people and get their opinions, their views. This will be done on a multiplayer server. You won't be able to join in the chat, but if you have Euro Truck Simulator, we can't stop you from logging on the same server as us now, can we? Just don't run me off the road. Everyone else is fine. Just not me.
Aim for the green truck. Aim for the green truck.
Aim for the black one. Aim for the black one that's used to being upside down. That one's good.
Nah, she's on holiday right now. Come back later. Leave a message after the tone. Beep.
So we're going to be working really, really hard. We're going to be pushing to get as much money as possible over that 12-hour period, and before and after with merchandising, to donate to a number of charities both on the UK and in the US. We're going to be hopefully working with a number of professionals, psychologists, experts in dealing with depression and the like, and hopefully we're going to be able to get some of these onto the live stream to talk to people and talk about what they can do to help, what they do, because let's be honest with you, a lot of us don't know there are people out there who will help. And we're also going to be trying to talk about the charities as well and raise awareness of the charities as well as raise money for the charities. And all in all, I think we're going to be preparing a fairly impressive 12 hours of entertainment and education and fun and some of the games we're talking about playing are just plain silly. And I hope you're all going to enjoy it, and I hope you're all going to be able to make it. And most importantly at this point, please, 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 please make sure that as many people as possible know that this is going to be happening.
That's a big one. We need lots of awareness of this. We're going all out on this one.
Absolutely. Okay. We're working really, really hard to get this one going, and we're going to do our utmost to make sure that the best thing happens here. We're tentatively saying that we will be broadcasting on September the 26th, which is a Saturday.
The last Saturday of the month, incidentally.
Last Saturday of the month. We're working really, really hard to meet that target. It's not etched in stone at this point. It might be a week later. But we're going to aim very hard for that one. And we want as many people to come along. We want as many people as possible to contribute. We want many as people as possible to give us your effing money. We want to do as much as possible to raise awareness and make sure that everybody has a really, really good time. And as I said, I'm hoping we will see you all there. And please shout about it.
Oh, here's a question for you, Simon.
Okay.
Does this event have a name? On a slightly more personal note, have you learned how to fucking pronounce it yet?
As you can tell, I was getting teased rather heavily when I was at the meeting on Friday, where we decided on a name, and I couldn't pronounce it. And Mod loves the fact that I can't pronounce the name Hopaflon.
Hopathlon?
Yes.
See, even now. Is that why you've been avoiding saying it, Simon? He still hasn't learned. It's only his end. his
No.
brainchild, his baby, and you can't call it its proper name.
I'm fairly certain that that's an acceptable regional variation of the name.
It could be worse. It could be the silly argument we had over how it's spelled. I'm like, guys, I invented the bastard word. I spelled it this way. Spell it this way. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopeathlon. Hopathlon. We've set up a Twitter channel. We will all be forwarding stuff there at Hopathlon, and if you guys could follow that one, we will get all the announcements through it. That would be absolutely marvelous to log on tomorrow morning and see there's 100 people all signed up.
I'm going to be putting it in the description for this episode.
Thank you very much. I will be doing the same. Actually, I will be jumping onto a number of people's YouTubes and just basically talking about this until you guys are utterly sick of it.
I think you'll be alright somehow, mate.
I think what I want to do here, okay, is I want to be that tramp that turns up at weddings with a sign saying, "If you give me some money, I'll go away." So give me some money.
There's a problem with your plan, though. Remember I said I had Pastor and a few of the guys around last night?
Mm-hmm.
They all said, with one disagreement, no, two if you include Murtai, that basically you apparently have the best YouTube voice they've all heard in a while. Naturally, I disagree.
Of course.
As does Murtai by default, because if she doesn't if she doesn't side with me, then she goes hungry.
Oh, I thought it was because she was a massive Markiplier fan. Okay.
Well, but yeah, trying to get rid of people won't be easy when people like you.
Well, in that case, give me some money and I'll talk some more. Which is actually a good point. One of the things that we are going to be putting up for sale is the ability to sit in on a Google Hangout where I shall read to you.
Oh my god!
We haven't decided what the novel is because there's a couple of bits and pieces that we're going to do. We need to make sure that we can read this without getting sued and things like that. But we're probably going to be doing an hour-long Google Hangout where you will be invited along to listen in as I talk and I read and I stumble over long words and miss the punctuation and have to breathe from time to time in the wrong place. It'll be good, I promise.
And then Hayley will correct you with a typo.
Of course, yes, because that's what she does. Because she's the annoying kid sister that I never had, or indeed wanted. No, never had. Never had. That's the one. Never had. I'm going to get told off for that.
Let's see if she watches this. I think there's a quite nice diverse spread of YouTubers. For example, the other two you mentioned, whose names I can't remember because I don't work with them, sorry. Well, I know their real names, I think, but that's besides the point. We don't do real names on YouTube unless they happen to be Simon.
Yes, unless they happen to be me. Yes.
But, point to get to, Mod. What's the point? I've forgotten now, Simon. Yeah, there's
Never mind.
An interesting range of audiences. Not everybody watches everybody else.
Yes.
Which is kind of the point, really.
But in the case of Bit Late to the Game, of which we are talking now, she's probably sat up at this point thinking, I sense a great disturbance in the fonts. Somebody has spelt something wrong. Somebody's pronounced something wrong. I must correct them.
She's not too good at accepting feedback herself, though, is she?
Bit Late to Game and I have we're recording a series of Don't Starve Together. Yeah, okay, that one could carry on forever. And we had a very interesting episode we recorded just yesterday, as a matter of fact, where we basically spent the entire 25 minutes blaming each other. So yeah, that was good. That was fun, and it's going to make excellent YouTube, I promise you. Excellent. So yes. Everybody loves Bit Late, and Bit Late loves telling everybody off. So it works. It works. And we are here by the looks of it. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No penalties?
Nope.
No damage?
Nope. Although I have balls at the parking. I can't park for toffee lately. It's annoying.
Well,
very annoying.
changing all these engines and gearboxes, and the truck is responding in different ways. It's not that surprising.
This is true. It's very true.
I just put it down in my case to the fact that I'm terrible at parking.
Oh, it's right up against the wall as well. That makes it more difficult. I can't just overcompensate or swing the other way and then correct prop that way.
Yes, it's going to be very interesting. I think this is one for the comments. Okay, you guys in the comments, I would love to see what odds you would give on the Racer Cops Europe. There's MoD here, who is you're a Grand High Poobah now. You're level 35 or so in this game. You've driven 60,000 miles
in the same truck.
In the same truck. You can parallel park within 10 minutes.
Yep, that's an improvement on Locke, who can't do it within 10 hours.
Yeah. I am better than Locke, but only marginally.
9 hours.
Yes. Sometimes 9 hours and 25 minutes, but I'm getting better. Then there's me. I haven't driven a motor vehicle since I was 16.
You drive people at the wall,
so it tends to, yes. Yeah, there you see, give me some money and I'll go away. There you see, it works.
Achievement unlocked, all is possible. What's that?
Let's find out.
Taking complete jobs with at least 30 different cargo.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And 1 of 5 of the careerists, so you know you've set the bar now.
I've seen that a few times, unfortunately.
Yes. But you see, actually, this is an interesting thought. You've been able to concentrate a little bit more on the road this time, because I've been doing the talking. You need a series of guests.
Yes, well, I imagine there will be a few in the run-up to the Hopathlon.
Yes, and if DF tries to touch the steering wheel, stun him.
I need a stun baton. Or a cattle prod. Preferably a cattle prod. 2 cattle prods.
Yes.
Because I'm greedy.
Yeah, well, you've got to do something, because DF going full Viking on you would be quite scary, really, wouldn't it?
Well, everybody else would find it quite amusing.
Mm.
Then we need to make up for the complete disaster that was the second day in the studio and the microphone muted itself. That was annoying.
Well, I think I said at the time, what you needed to do was dye it sepia tint and put piano music at the back of it.
Maybe. On that note, I think it's time to call it an episode, guys. Simon, thank you very much for coming on today and making the big announcement. The big announcement.
It's been a distinct pleasure. Thank you for giving me a chance to do so. And I just want to say one more time, okay? What we need at the moment, guys, is you to go out and tell everyone that this is happening.
It's a big one.
Do us a favour. Keep an eye on what's happening. We will keep you informed as to how it's going along. Let everyone know, and let's get as many people as possible on board. And thanks again, MoD, for inviting me along.
Mate, it's been a distinct pleasure as always. Dream big, guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.